are we? Oh, I'm live. Why is it that every time I go live, it's like I have so much lights today, yet on the camera it still shows like a lot of darkness, and I have no clue why. Anyhow, hello. Today we are talking about dark femininity and how. No, not how. Okay, let's get into it. Just a second. Get in, girls. Share this video, give this video a thumbs up. Also, today I'm here, and by the way, there's a comment already pinned to the comment section. Early bird ends tonight. I'm so excited for this. But yes, dark divinity, dark femininity, that course, the entry, like the early bird entrance ends tonight. Okay, so let's get into the video. Guys, you ladies are depriving men of something that they dream of the most. Do you know what men dream of the most? They want a woman that's a balance of, we all know that, right? Like they want like that feminine girl, yes, the soft, like the safe, the warm feminine girl. All good. But what they dream about has always been that woman who's a little dark, who, when they see her, there's something about her eyes, those piercing, passionate eyes, that really, really turns them on. Okay, and they're never going to admit that. But there is a reason why men normally would choose like a very safety net, safe zone girl who's in her light, airy femininity. But then, in order to utilize the darker side of femininity, they're going to go to a different woman, right? Let's say maybe their mom is very dark. They're going to use that energy to further progress in life, right? Like, this is how powerful dark, divine, goddess energy is. Like, without it, a man doesn't really succeed. Like, they wouldn't know what to do. Okay. Or either what they do, which I know without a filter, I'm just going to say it. Let's say they have a girlfriend, they have a wife or whatever. And she's like the light, airy, feminine, girly girl, whatever. And she doesn't know how to tap into her divine, dark goddess ever. She just doesn't know at all how to do that. So, in order to get the darker side of femininity, normally the man is going to go to a mistress, right? Or to someone who is maybe, I don't want to use the word, I don't want to get flagged, but PROSTIT. You get the point, right? They're going to go to that because those women, I know you guys don't like those women, but those ladies have one thing figured out, and that is how to tap into their dark, divine goddess, almost godly energy. Okay, it's almost like they have entered into that era where they do not care about the human level problems. Does that make sense? Like they are on a different level because they do embody the darker side of femininity. And now here's the thing. There's a misconcept people have. Guys, please engage in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, there is this one misconcept people have about dark femininity, that it's only used to be evil. It's used to, I don't know what, kill people or something. It's used to be super toxic. Please understand that there is one thing called toxic femininity. There's nothing as toxic about dark femininity, all right? Now, people say that, let's say, Meghan Markle is maybe like a prime example of dark femininity. Apparently, in a lot of groups, I saw that people were saying that Meghan Markle is like dark feminine, and so you should stay away from this, and blah blah blah. There is nothing really quite dark about Meghan. If you look at, like, if you look deeper into that, what I have observed, and this is my opinion, I have made an intensive video about Meghan Markle. It also got mentioned on Netflix. Apparently, I was a troll, but I was just showing you guys how she manipulated to get into that relationship. However, with time, now that you see Meghan, we know that she's got a lot of problem and she attracts a lot of problem, right? When you are in your dark divine femininity, you don't attract these kind of problems. So I do not consider Meghan Markle to be like the embodiment of the dark divine feminine goddess. No, she doesn't have that. Okay, if she did, she wouldn't be attracting all of these like problems all the time. It's almost like, even if you don't ask her, like at this point, please don't get me wrong, but it's almost like, even at this point, if you ask her how like if you don't ask her, if you forget to ask her how are you doing, she's gonna be like, oh, that was so racist. Like she's always into some sort of trouble. That's it. Okay. A dark, divine, feminine goddess? No, this is not how she functions. This is not what she attracts at all. Okay. I think Angelina Jolie has that. Yes, Angelina is a good embodiment of that woman. I have been talking about this in my module one in the Angel to Danger online course, which the early bird pricing is ending tonight, by the way. So get in the course. I have talked about, like, I have given you guys a list of the real embodiment of dark, feminine, divine goddesses. And when I am talking dark, divine goddesses, it's not just like having piercing eyes and a little bit of dark eye makeup and red lips. No, no. That's just you mimicking the look of a dark goddess just to satisfy your own self or something. When you embody the real goddess, dark energy, it gets to be a little bit scary initially, okay, because it's just so powerful. And I can tell you that as like you will feel the goddess awaken inside of you. And it's going to be a little bit of a scary moment. It's going to be so powerful. You will feel it maybe through, if there's like, oh my god, this is interesting. Listen to this. When how you will know that your inner dark goddess is awakening is you either gonna get like you will know this in a dream. Let's say you get a dream and it's a little scary, but maybe it shows you like really having that awakening. Something like that is gonna happen. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit scary, or all of a sudden it's like you're not afraid of the dark anymore. What just happened? Right, like you can sit alone, like literally that's me. I used to watch a lot of horror movies. Now it's like I don't. But and there's a reason why I don't read books anymore. I don't watch like horror movies or anything dark as such. And all of a sudden you'll be like you can sit in a room alone and watch horror movies, and it just doesn't bother, like nothing happens to you, like you're good. And it's like what just happened to you, right? Because you have embodied the darkness now. And so what happens is all these like human normal emotions, oh my god, I'm so scared. Like all these soft problems now seem like duh. Like what is that a problem? Does that make sense? Guys, please let's make this live a little bit more engaging. Comment, say something, okay? I feel like my conversation is always better when there's like more interaction. So don't be watching me quietly. Say something. Um, okay, say something. I'm going to be quiet here for a moment. Go through my notes because a lot of like so many messages were coming to my mind as I thought today, okay, you know what? I really want to talk about men and femininity. And let me tell you something, by the way. I don't even have to look at my notes for that, really. There's like so much coming to me. Um, when you look at gay people, for example, right? There's something so special about gay people. You know what that is? Which is like one thing I really love them for. They know how to turn up that dark feminine energy. Okay, so when when gay individuals, I don't know how to say this to you. Okay, you guys know gay individuals. You will always see how tapped in and tuned in they are into their dark feminine energy. It's very godly. It's never average. It's never like soft. Yeah, they may act like girly, bubbly, soft. Yes. But the embodiment that they have is a lot darker. It's a lot more intense, right? Dark femininity generally is always going to be a little bit more intense, right? Light femininity is a bit more naive. Not naive. No. Sorry. No. Not naive. It's a bit more soft, airy, joyful, funny, bubbly, whatever. It's very like light-hearted, right? When you talk about dark femininity, that gets intense. Like your desires are going to be 10 times more stronger. You're more passionate about life, and that's the reason why you are also very capable of manifesting things 10 times quicker with a lot more intensity, with a lot more power, with a lot more speed, only because your desires run so strongly, so deeply, that whatever the hell it is that you want, it comes to you so faster, right? When you desire something so like with such intensity, like the universe just can't help but just serve it to you a lot quicker, right? And therefore a lot of people, especially in like some Asian cultures and stuff, they will get training to like learn things like that, to learn the traits of a goddess. Okay, it is dark, yes, and some people may be scared of that, but I think in my eyes, it has everything to do with spirituality, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? It's just like the example that I gave you about men, right? Like men in general love, like they dream about that divine dark goddess. Men do not grow up dreaming about the girly girl, the one wearing pearls. It's always someone a little darker. It's always someone with a red dress, that hot body, the piercing eyes, like a little bit of that danger, a little bit of edge, okay? The mystery, the like all of that. Like that is their dream. It's never the girly girl, okay? And not to say that like femininity is bad. Hell no. All I'm saying is it's a spectrum. Just know both sides of it. But all I'm saying is that this side over here, welcome to the dark side, it's super powerful. Like everything here happens 10 times more better, quicker, bigger, faster, all that jazz. Because why? Because it represents a lot of power. It's divine, it's godly, it's divinity. That's why. Um, for me, entering to that moon ritual or a barefoot walk are kind of hassles as a beginner too. I just want to enter that frequency without any of the practices. Okay, here's the thing. Oh, I love that you use the word frequency. You guys know I have a whole course about embodying the top 10% frequency. And most of the women, let me tell you something, most of the ladies that do the top 10% frequency course are like, some of them are literally making 100K months, easy, easy. They're living in mansions, like their husbands are like amazing, like big people, big guys, all that. And here's the thing, most of these ladies, in fact, 100% of them who are like on this big level, right? You know how they manifest all of that? It's always with their dark divine goddess side. It's never going to be with their light femininity, right? And here's the reason why. Light femininity, for example, is going to be like, I want that man. Oh, I want that banging body. Okay, maybe let's go gym today. Tomorrow, maybe not. Dark femininity over here is taking her ass to the gym every single day. She wants that body. She already is that now. That's it. Does that make sense? So here is like where we are a little bit different. So is it evil? No. Is it manipulative? Yes. Is it intense? Yes. Is it fiery? Yes. Is it passionate? Yes. And that is why she's able to get everybody obsessed with her, right? When you claim your divinity, for example, at that level, you don't think about, I'm not feeling like it and I'm not sure, like I'm super sad. Do you all know girls like that? You normally don't like these girls. Like even if you find them around you, you never become friends with these girls, don't you? If you became friends with these girls, you would know that these girls are the ones that even if somebody broke their heart today, they will cry. Hell yes, they're, as I said, their desires, their feelings run very, very, like very deeply, more than the feminine girl. Sorry, more than the light feminine, right? But they're also the ones who are like, do you know what? Done crying. Okay. Yes, I'm hurt. Oh, I do not wish that person well at all. Watch me. Like she knows how to turn it up. Okay. And when once she turns it up, she stays in that frequency. The light femininity will be like, okay, yeah, she'll be talking to her friend on the phone. Yeah, you're right. I deserve better. You're absolutely right. Okay, no more crying. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the salon. I'm doing this. I'm going out to the beach with the girls, having smoothies, whatever. I'm going. Okay, bye. She does all that. She has a good day for the whole day. The next day, she's home and she wakes up and she finds herself having anxiety again. In bed, she's thinking and she's back in that low vibe frequency again. Right? That is why I feel like it's so important for females to do the frequency work. Because when you do the frequency work, then whether you're dealing with like business loss, relationship loss, the loss of a loved one, the loss of anything and everything, you're able to deal with it with like a real top 10 women, right? Because you know how to stay. It's one thing to get you to that frequency for a moment, but then it's a whole different ball game when you have to know how to maintain that frequency, right? And that requires work on your part. You got to do the work. And that is why the top 10 frequency is going to be like life changing, because you will know how to play with your own frequency very consciously, right? You won't allow yourself to get back to that normal frequency, because once you're up there, there is no going back. once you know all of this, there is no going back. That's it. Does that make sense? My hair, oh my god, is not really cooperating with me today. So when a dark femininity wants something, she is getting it and we are done, and then that's it. Okay. It reminds me of Casey and Maddie from Euphoria. I haven't watched it. Did I miss something? What is it? Please give me a little bit more insight about this because I have no idea. Tell me more. Um, let's talk a little bit about men. Yes, I was saying, yes, let's get back to men and relationships. Men grow up thinking about the dark divine goddess of a girl, not the one who is pinky and pearly and Barbie. Okay, it's always like they desire, it's like a burning desire. They have that passion and like that desire for that dark woman. Okay, but when they grow up, some things change, right? What changes is that they realize, dark femininity is scary. Like they love it, they can't, like they they can't stand getting away from it. They love it so much, like they're so attracted to it, they can't even stop themselves. But at the same time they get scared because these women normally, maybe at younger age, have been the ones who have broken their hearts. Yeah, like a young dark divine girl, of course that's what she's going to do, right? So they get scared of that a little bit, but they also can't stay away from it. What does that show you about you? Here's what I wanted to tell you, ladies. It's your responsibility and you're accountable for this because you have given these men only two options. There is only this light feminine, wifey, girly girl type wearing pearls all the time and being very sweet all the time and almost dimming her voice all the time. So she stays above the water, but like slightly around everybody else so she doesn't like trigger anybody. Light feminine. Okay? The dark feminine, oh, I'm gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna be breaking your heart. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. It's like that kind of thing. Whereas if you embody both of these as a wife, as a fiance, as a girl, if you're somebody's something, whatever, even as a friend, you will only grow and do better and help them do better in life also. There is a reason why when you are with a woman who knows how to tap into her dark femininity and turn up that goddess energy, like that passionate, fiery goddess that she is, right? When she claims to be that, and she becomes like this, there's a word for that. I think it's, I love it, civilized savage. She's civilized in the day, a complete savage at night. Passionate, crazy, wild, all of that. Men dream of that. But then they're only left with two options. Go for the crazy one and she's going to burn down your house. No, 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 no. Let's play it safe. Let's go for the light femininity. But then she's so boring after a certain period of time. It's like, that's all she is. Like, it's vanilla, right? And that is why when you claim your divinity, then you are unstoppable because then there is so many versions of you that you have unapologetically accepted that the next person is like, damn, that's like safety net, but also the danger that really turns me on, right? It's like the safe girl that you can, meet with the family, you take her home, blah, blah, blah. But then also she is like, she's fire. Like she makes all my dreams come true. It's like that passionate, you understand my point, right? I'm trying not to use certain words because I don't want to get flagged. I'm only. Hi Anas, you support me on Threads. That's very cute. Thank you. I love Threads. Casey is that crybaby, the one you were mimicking earlier, and Maddie is more of the dark feminine energy. Like, I'm done crying now. Watch. Yes. So when you're trying to, as I said, light femininity, oh, I want that body, but I'm not sure. Maybe not today. She is like so much in her softness that she can be laid back sometimes. Even if she's not a lazy person, she's still going to be very soft because that's who she is, right? Because like the light femininity wants to be sitting at the pool all day, be by the beach all day, eat out and shop all day, but that's it. Dark femininity is like, yeah, that's like normal shit for me. Like, hello, I got bigger things to manifest. Like there's more passion, there's more creativity. And now here's the thing. When you as a dark femininity start to create, You create with so much intensity that you bring magic into everything that you put your hands into. You earn money a lot easier than the light femininity, right? You need that dark femininity because when you claim divinity, that's where like godly ideas, godly creation will happen through you. And when that happens through you, abundance is yours. The people you want, of course they're yours, right? You want money, of course it's yours. However much you want, well, that's yours. And she's never going to want small things anyway. Have you ever seen dark feminine ladies not be successful? I am yet to see one. Women in my top 10% course, the one who have embodied the top 10 frequency, they are literally the ones making like 50K, 100K every single month with ease. Do you think light femininity helped them with that? And they also have like homes and relationships. Like, yeah, there's some singles, but most are like engaged, married, this, that, all of that. How do you think all of these things combined happened? Well, there's always a little bit of dark femininity that you have to tap into. Um, I just found your channel and you're so beautiful and hilarious, House of Aurora. Hello, I love your username. That's so cute. I'm so happy to have you here. Typical Aries women just like me, watching all the way from South Africa. Hello, hello. How funny is that? Just last night I was thinking, what is going on with my channel? Hello, I think I make normal content. I mean, it's not bad, is it? I mean, it's great. Okay, hello, dark femininity. Of course, my content is great. Like, duh. I make it from my heart. But only my Aries videos get the most views and get me subscribers coming in, even though this is not even like a horoscope channel. What's going on? And I was about to delete those videos, and I'm like, nah, you know what? Forget it. No, like, no. Whatever is coming, let it come. Like, why reject and close the damn door? You know, I talk about these things. Top 10 frequency is never closing doors on anything. When something is coming, we look at it like, okay, that's a blessing, let it come. Let it come more, no problem, no problem. I'm here, keep coming, you know. So that's what we do. We don't really shut the doors because we're going to block out this blessing because we're waiting for another one. That doesn't sound right now, right? And because we're talking about dark femininity right now, is a dark feminine girl going to do that, like block out her blessings just because she's waiting for another one? No. How about we wait for nothing? Like, how about we wait for absolutely nothing? It's the light feminine energy that waits for things, patient, calm, no problem. And then the dark is like, wait, what? She moves so fast, dun 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 dun, that's it. How is she able to do that? Because she is unapologetic about claiming her divinity, about entering into that dark divine goddess energy that you all have in you. You just gotta like allow it to awaken. As I said by the beginning of this live, when that darkness inside of you awakens, you will get scared for a moment in the beginning, right? Like, I'm starting, if you're like a beginner, I mean, like if you're a beginner, for example, it's gonna be like, it's gonna scare the shit out of you in the beginning, okay? But then slowly, you're like, oh, now we're reaping the rewards, honey, right? Um, yeah, okay. I got the same comment like 2 times. Let me see, what else? What else? When a dark femininity is in a relationship, the man that she's with is only going to grow more, flourish more, and he's going to be more successful. And now here's the reason why. The dark femininity knows exactly what she wants, and because she's so unapologetic about the desires that she has, the man can't help but keep up with that energy. And it's not even like what most of the women think. Oh, I don't want to sound demanding, like I don't want to sound like a bitch. You don't have to sound like any bitch, okay? I don't want to use the word, but you don't have to sound like anything. In fact, let me tell you, you don't even have to say anything. Like, just stay quiet and you will still get it all. Why? Because that's your frequency, the goddess energy. Hello, it's godly, right? Of course people want to please you, of course you get to have it all, of course everybody wants to do everything for you, because that's just like your frequency. You claimed it and you were so unapologetic about it. Everybody can't help but be flippin' obsessed with you. Dark divine goddesses are the ones that get their partners hooked. When you tap into this energy, now it's on you. Use it to your benefit so that it benefits everything that you have in life. Like, use it to benefit you in monetary ways, like get more money in this world, be more creative, make things that bring you in a lot more money, and be with someone that can bring you everything also, blah blah blah. Like, you do everything that benefits you and every aspect of your life. It doesn't have to involve hurting anyone, like being toxic. Like, there's a difference between toxic femininity that is so wounded, like we've talked about Meghan Markle, right? I do not think that there is anything such as dark femininity when it comes to Meghan Markle. Oh, hell no. No. Dark femininity is divine and godly, okay? She is not attracting trouble all the time. What? Do you think a goddess is always attracting trouble? Dark feminine goddess attracts trouble all the time? How does that even sound? How does that work? No. She needs healing. She's wounded. She's in her toxic, and she, by the way, she's very much like emasculating. Dark femininity doesn't emasculate men, by the way. She plays along. Okay? When you sit with like a dark femininity, she's gonna make you feel like a superstar. Listen, we've talked about this. If you give men only two options, which one is the dangerous because she's dark and one is the only wifey type, when you mix the two, there's no stopping you. Give them that. Like, give your man that. Okay, if you are a wife, give him that. He deserves that. Like, your relationship, your marriage deserves that. You deserve that. Okay, because that's something he was dreaming about. This way, he doesn't have to go to a slut to get the darker side that he so craves, because men will always crave dark femininity in their life. Period. It is what it is. Okay. Um, Hello, Aries from India. I can deeply resonate with you. Want to see your light feminine side too. Hi, fellow Aries. Hello, hello. Oh my God, Aries people here. Hi. What, do we need to make another Aries video? I've been thinking about Aries a lot lately. I don't know why. Anyhow, does that make sense? You claiming your power means that you're only going to flourish more and more and more in your relationship. And your guy is going to be obsessed with you. As long as you use all of these qualities and like these powers for your benefit, to nourish your relationship, to nourish your health, your own soul, your family, like your money, you can only win with that. Like, there is no loss in that, right? So stop thinking, I'm scared to step into my dark divinity. Oh my God, because people think it's evil. The light femininity people can be equally as evil. In fact, I believe dark feminine women normally have so much power that they know what they're doing. So when you know more, you know how to do things better, and just calm down. Does that make sense? Because light femininity hasn't been playing with all these powers that much, when she watches content like this, for example, and she hasn't done the frequency work, for example, she's going to misuse all of this information to get like surface level powers coming into her, but then not know what to do with it. And she's going to be very evil with that. Okay. And I think that light feminine women can be equally as like evil and dangerous. But just because they appear to be a lot more softer on the surface, people think, oh, it's our safety net. Okay. Does that make sense? So, okay, this is the one I can take home. No, how about you become like a civilized, sexy savage? Like, you're civilized throughout the day, yes. But also when somebody looks at you, like, they know that there is another side to you also. And that is a lot more sexy than you being only like one or just two dimensional, right? When you go all the way up, there are so many dimensions to you, and that is your divinity, right? Because that is like everything. That is like your whole soul, right? Yes, make another Aries video. Okay, we will. Yes, we will. But today is all about relationships and how men deserve your dark feminine side in relationships and marriage, because it only benefits the both of you. Okay, he's only going to go out into this world and make more money and do more, and you get all the rewards. Like, turn up that darkness because you deserve it all. Any questions, by the way? Is there any questions? Please let me know in the comments. Let me see if I've like missed out on anything. Yeah, don't keep them deprived. That's all I was here to say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have mentioned Meghan also already. I love this topic. Femininity is amazing. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, let's talk about breakups since we're talking about relationships. As I said, I think I've given you guys this example already. You break up with a light feminine, she's gonna be sad for a longer time. That is just how it is. It is what it is, okay? And even if you try to pull her out of it, yeah, she will come out of it. Okay, I got you, friend. Yes, you're right. All right, let's move on. And then go on and have a good day for 1 day, 2 days. But then it will be very easy for her to tap back into that sadness, into that anxiousness, into that like sad reality of what just happened. Whereas in the dark feminine realm, it's very different. It's like, shit happened, I'm gonna cry it out for a good 3 days. And I'm gonna cry unapologetically because yes, I'm hurt. Because yes, oh my god, I feel silly and I feel sad. But it is what it is. So I am gonna cry. And I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. I'm not gonna be shamed for it. I have no guilt for that. That's what it is. Okay, let's cry. Right? And then once you're done with that phase, it's like, all right, done, let's go, watch me, bitch. Always. Like, this is only what a dark, divine goddess can do. It's not something for the weak. They're not able to do that and then maintain that frequency. They can't maintain that frequency at all. Because, as I said, it's one thing to get to that frequency, but then very easily you'll get back to your normal optimum frequency level. Because everybody, I talk about this in the top 10% frequency course. You guys can check it out at ladyesha.com. But I talked about how all of you have like an optimum frequency, right? What is your optimum frequency? It may be lower than mine. Or maybe you are on a godly level and you're bigger than me. Does that make sense? Because I know my frequency and I know how to maintain that. Because that's maybe like when that's like my optimum frequency. And when I do the frequency work, I'll go up and up, right? My frequency will be like on top 10 level, which it will be if you do the work in the top 10 frequency course, your frequency will be on the top 10 level. Now, whatever you go through, you do not come down from that because that becomes your new optimum frequency, right? So whatever happens up and down, you will always get back to your optimum frequency. So you do the work. So your optimum frequency can only go up and up and up. Does that make sense? So that requires work on your part. So breakups, here's another thing. With the light femininity, you'll often see the man has moved on and then he'll keep on stalking her and she'll be like, oh, I don't know, she'll move on after a while, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like this slow, soft process. Dark femininity, oh my goodness. They can't help but always want to be back in your life. Like, that's the difference. They can't help but to still be obsessed with you even after all these years. What? They can't help but always want to be back with you many, many times, like all the time, actually. Right? Because there's something about you that just makes everybody obsessed with you. Like, rather than you obsessing about the relationship, you obsessing about a person, you obsessing about the breakup. Nah, these are very like normal, average humanly traits that a goddess doesn't want to be worried about. And even if something hurts her very bad, she'll allow herself to be hurt, but then soon she's done with it. And when she is done, guess what? Karma is coming. Karma is turning up. Something is happening to that guy. Because when men do not respect dark divinity, something is coming for them. Something is coming for them. You can hurt a light femininity and still get away with that. You know why? Because her desires and everything about her runs on a very low frequency. With the dark goddess, everything is high frequency, right? So her manifestations are quicker, her desires run deeply, like her feelings are so deep. It's like intense, it's fiery, it's passion. I told you guys in my last live, when you want to embody the dark femininity, you become friends with what? The fire element. Hello. The fire element should be your best friend if you want to tap into your dark divinity, dark femininity, godly powers. It's fire. So if you hurt somebody with so much fire, guess whose house is going to burn down? Guess whose house is going to get burned down? Not hers, yours. Does that make sense? So when guys hurt somebody who is embodied in her dark femininity, they face the consequences always. But when they hurt the light femininity, something may happen, something may not, because her desires, emotions, feeling, her didn't run as intensively like the fire does. Does that make sense? And yes, it's, by the way, one thing to hurt any woman, and then yes, problems are coming your way. Because when you respect and honor the feminine goddesses, a lot of abundance comes your way. There's a lot of guys, like, I love the spiritual and horoscope community. You know why? Because they know how to value femininity, goddess energy. Like, they know how to honor that, right? Like, they worship that. That's why you will see a lot of successful, all wealthy, successful men that I know. Every single one of them, they are so good to the women. They take care of women. Whether they see somebody randomly, it's a female, they're very highly considerate. Okay, if it's their mother, they're giving them the world. If it's their daughter, they're spoiling them like shit. They're not the ones who, we're gonna save and we don't believe in spoiling the women. No. Because when you become that, then more doesn't come to you. Okay, why? Because dark femininity, if claimed, that's where power is. That's where birthing is, right? That's where birth comes from. That's where a new soul comes from. And it's very powerful. It's like godly creation. It's a symbol of God's creation, right? And so when you don't honor and respect that, of course you're going to be in trouble. Money is not going to be your best friend. If you're a man watching this, money is not going to be your best friend if you keep if you keep on continuing to disrespect the females in your life. Honor them. If it's a daughter, a sister, a mother, your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife, please get your shit together. Because these highly successful men, they're honoring their own women. I do not care what they tell you on these podcasts with the cheap little mics from Amazon, okay? But in their real life, if you look at them, let me tell you an example. If you look at them in real life, they honor their women like a goddess. These brothers that were so famous, you know which I'm talking about. These two brothers always women, like, they were spewing so much hate and so much disrespect just by their words. They may be really good human beings in life, I get it, but because they were so disrespectful to women, like, shit happened, it will always happen. Duh. Does that make sense? So even in real life, if you're always the one disrespecting women, you will not be abundant. You will face the consequences. Because the ones you may have hurt in the process were very powerful women. Ouch. Actually, I'm very confused when to use my dark femininity sometimes. I all sex in public places too. Civilized, sexy, savage. So in the day, you're civilized, but with your man, in your own time, you're like you get the point. Use your sexy energy with, like, for the times when you're with your person. Dark divinity is very powerful, and it knows when to switch on and off and all of those things, right? Anyway, get the training, join the Angel to Danger, my online course on dark divine femininity. First module dropping now today. Today we're going to start, like, your first module, the first week is all going to be about embodying the looks, the personality, the aura, and getting into the essence and becoming best friends with the fire element and how to do these things. We're going to talk about those things. You're going to learn all of that. And once you tap into that, then you know how to use the powers wisely and how to use everything to your advantage and manifest very quickly. I have given you guys a link in the comments. Let me drop that link again. There you go. Enter that. Like, that's the link. Enter that, because the early bird pricing ends tonight, and I want to see you ladies inside the course. All right. And I think that will be it. We do not have any more questions. And yeah, I'll see you inside the course. And all the best to you guys on embodying your dark, divine, feminine, goddess energy, because it is a lot more spiritual, soul, powerful. It's intense. It's work. It's not just the piercing eyes and, like, the dark mascara. It's deeper than that. Guys, is there any questions? Please ask me if there's any questions. I went live on Instagram also slightly. I feel like Instagram uses up all of your energy. I need to stop going live on Instagram. I will only be live on YouTube, if ever. Any questions? Any questions about my courses, about dark femininity? Okay, if there isn't, then I'm gonna go, guys. See you guys again. See you guys inside of the course. Good luck on your journey. All right. Bye. I was literally waiting for a question. Okay. How do I end this thing? End. All right, guys. Bye.